DNA testing results. Did you get your test done? This episode is brought to you by Your Travels Are Us. It's a short term rental Airbnb located in the Atlanta, Georgia area, College Park area. If you're looking for a great place to stay over the weekend, you want to get away, it's a great, cozy house on the hill. Sleeps 5 to 8, and you have a nice backyard to run around in. So, your travels with us, look up Airbnb, cozy house on the hill. Get your stay in. So, DNA results. Tell me if you've gotten your DNA results, if you've taken an exam using one of the test kits that you send in, and tell me what you think about your results. This is something near and dear to me. I've been doing a lot of research on this, and I've taken my results. I've used a couple tests. I've used can I mention those the companies I've used? But anyway, I used probably three different companies and did results looking for other family members, mother's side, father's side, and stuff like that. I've come across a lot of great people. I've met a lot of great people using these test results. I found some really close, cool relatives. Actually, one of the relatives I talk to all the time. It was a result of both of us actually going in and taking this DNA test and just not knowing. We lived so close to each other for all those years growing up, and we never got to meet until our adult years. But I've also had conversations with people who have taken these results, taken these tests, and their results were a little different. They found people, they found out who they are and who they're really connected to, or who they're connected to, and want to get your opinion on, if you don't know, should you research and search if you really want to know, and what do you think about that? And um, what do you think about the people who's searching? How do you feel like if something's not told to you, should you go look for it? If somebody has the information, should they tell you? I've heard stories on both sides who believe both different ways. If that door's closed, don't try to open it, no matter how much you want to know. But I've also heard on the other end that somebody wanted to say, and once they got the information, they were very happy. And both sides end up being very happy that this information was given to them. I've got some close friends who's done some searching, who's found family, and they're very happy. The new family is very happy that they've come across them. The family they grew up with, they're also happy to come to terms and happy that this person is happy that they found these people. So, but then I've heard stories too. I've been doing this, like I said, a lot of years. I've probably been doing research over 15 years now. Uh, yeah, about 15 years. But anyway, heard stories back when I first started. I've heard stories about people getting connected with relatives and trying to figure out why they were so close, why they just seem to get along so well, and they marry and have children, and come to find out that they're related. They may be fifth cousin, they may be third cousin, or something like that. But they get on here, they do these tests, and they find out that they're actually married. So, what do you think of that? Go down in the comments down below, down here, put your comments and let me know. How would you feel if you did a test and come to find out you were married to one of your relatives? How would you handle that? What would you do at that point? Would you divorce? Would you would you how would you sleep that night? Once you two found out, and what would you do? Yeah, I heard several things. One person was telling me about how that happened, and they may not have got along so well. And it was before they found out. They were they were already not together anymore, and then they happened to do the DNA test and kind of find out that they were related, but it was after they had split up, and now they talk about it. So that's something. So you get your results. Also, working with somebody who's doing a lot of research on history, because when I got onto those DNA tests, I was looking at the regions where you're from, the percentages, and all that good stuff. And a lot of people have a lot of the same stuff, but then you come across some people like they're 99% something, and that's it. That's no questions, no variance. They're 99% this or that. And that's all that is. But there's a lot of people out there that's has a lot of percentages of a lot of things. So discovering just because you have a high number on one side doesn't mean that's exactly that. Just most that's the I think that's just the most common and most recent generations that when they do the results, what you come across, but you may come across something that's maybe 2%, 5%, 9%. And that's probably where you really originated from in your real nationality or your real DNA results, and your family just didn't stay in that direction. And 10,000 years ago, and as you move forward, your family moved forward. They liked a specific reason, so region. So therefore, now your bloodline or your DNA results saying that you have a high percentage in another region that your original people didn't come from. So there's a lot of statistics on there that they give you a lot of different results. It's good to know. Yeah, you really have to dig down into it. You could take some of that stuff and take it as surface information and just be happy with what you see, and go from there and claim something. We all really need to have some type of attachment to something. All these people in this world, all these things we could do, you have attachment to something. And my thing is, you get up on this DNA, it's kind of like the other thing I was talking about. You get on it and you spend hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. I mean, you're doing a lot of discovery. Then you discover yourself, then you discover other regions, and you discover what other people that you can be related to or DNA connected to. Let me put it that way. DNA connected to, and I know somebody who's doing a lot of research now is saying, hey, they discovered that their people actually came from a totally different region, and they were like really important people from that region, his bloodline. So he's trying to get back to that to say, hey, uh, it's like I'm like heir to the throne, and my people, my father's people came from here. And so now they're trying to reconnect to that. But I would really like to know what everybody thinks about this DNA matching, this DNA tests, and these DNA results you get. We can talk about this for hours and day. I could pull my results up and show everybody, and you could just about you can look at people and try to guess. You can try to guess all day long, but you get these results, and some people believe they work, and some people believe that the results don't work. Some people said it really doesn't matter, but to those who it does matter, show them that respect, show them that care, that concern, that it matters to them. They may be on there trying to find something. It matters to them, and you may care about red cars with big tires, and then you don't understand why everybody doesn't like red cars with big tires. And you're like, so that's where that connect or disconnect comes in. Anyway, uh, hit me in the comments down below. Tell me what you think about the DNA testing and how you feel about people who's doing research, trying to find family, trying to find themselves, and in this crazy world of this internet, and going from not knowing and instantly knowing something else, something to research, something to look into. Anyway, I find myself, I often find myself beside myself, asking myself, why?